Hi beauties, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Maria and I'm excited today because I feel like it's been a while since we've just done a tried and true back to basics review. So that is what we're here to do. I have the Morphe 9P Petal Passion Palette and we're going to try it out, get it on my face and see what we think. It's a really affordable option. We'll talk about the pricing, we'll do some swatches, and we will do an eye look and hopefully like it. So we're not going to waste any time today. Please, if you have not done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I've got lots of fun things coming in the next few summer months. And cue the intro. I know I look absolutely ridiculous in this video. Okay, so I was recently at Ulta picking up some basics and I decided, you know what, we haven't done an eyeshadow look on the channel. We haven't done a review of something, so let's find something fun, springy, summery, and try it out. That's how I landed on this one. I was actually looking at some of the ColourPop while I get this open, some of the ColourPop palettes to see if there was anything new. Unfortunately, my Ulta didn't have a lot of selection, but they had this. And so I looked at a few of the other Morphe palettes. I think I'm just going to need to do like a ColourPop online order and maybe we can try out some of their newer palettes. But so this is not a brand new launch. I'm filming this video at the beginning of June. I think it launched at the beginning of April, sometime in the spring. But yes, we have the 9P. Morphe always does the like alphanumeric for their palettes to keep track of them. And this is the Petal Passion Artistry Palette. So this is a $12 palette. Morphe is an affordable line. So if you're looking for something kind of more than like traditional drugstore makeup, but we're not talking like Pat McGrath prices, this is a good option. And I'm a sucker for pink. I really do love it. So really good packaging. It's got the cardboard inside, so it's safe. You don't have to worry about it getting broken. Then as I open it, it has a little protector here. And then here are the beautiful colors. So this is a 9-pan palette. And let's do some swatches. So I'm going to go from row to row, swatch them on my arm and see what we think. This one looks really interesting. It's got like golds and silvers and some pinks in there. Ooh, it's almost like a bronzy. So right there, starting at my wrist, you have I'm Busy. Second is Her. Then Say No More. Then get some clean fingers here. Starting with the fourth swatch on my arm is Go To, It's You, and Big Apple. And then I think I'm going to switch arms for the next ones. These ones are kind of like coppery and orangey on the bottom. So closest to the wrist, you have Dream It, Love and Lust, and Oh Hey Bouquet. So you can see lots of pinks, kind of with like corally, orangish, almost like a rust copper undertones is the vibe I would get from this palette. Really good for, obviously this launched in spring. Get my arms all cleaned off here. What I'm hoping is that we'll have enough within this palette to do some matte transitions so we can blend everything together without having to grab for another palette. I like when everything is a single stop shop so I don't have to grab for multiple palettes while I'm doing my eye look. Okay, I zoomed you guys in a little so you can have a better view as we're doing the look. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is use Go To and just put down a matte transition shade along the creases of my eyes. It does have a nice mirror in the top that is always helpful. I love when they have a mirror and I don't have to grab for one of my own. So I'm just going to put this down right in the crease. There aren't really that many like really good neutrals. This is like the most basic in the palette, and as you can see, it is still pretty pinky. So this is definitely going to be a bright look, but we'll work with it. We'll love it. Hopefully we can get it all blended together without having to pull from a different palette. Let's just get these put down. Little circles and windshield wiper motions during this are going to be your best friend as always. All right, just to kind of blend it through, I'm going to take a little bit of Her and just do that same thing right in the crease, just to build a little bit of color, a little bit of pink before we go into some of the more darker shades and some of the more shimmery shades. I wear these types of colors on my eyes almost every day. I really should branch out more, guys, but I don't know. I think they work with my skin tone. However, These are a little bit brighter and darker than I usually even wear. So we'll see. Hopefully I can make it work and it's not a complete train wreck. All right, I think I'm going to take some of Big Apple and start working that into the crease of my eye. I'm trying to be really careful at first just because I'm not too familiar with these colors yet. However, right off the bat for this palette, they do seem to be very pigmented, at least those first two did. This one seems maybe a little not as pigmented. I'm having to dip my brush in a little bit more than the first two to get the same effect, to try to get it match the color of my eye that it is on the palette. That's always something you want to look for, is do each of the colors like apply similarly, meaning I applied them the same way and they gave me the same type of look as what is on my eye as what is in the palette. So just putting these kind of in a V in the inner corner of my eye. And I think I'm actually going to pull some of this Love and Lust in as well, just to kind of deepen it ever so slightly. I do think this is a palette that if you wanted to just do some kind of softer pinks, you could leave it like that for the day. And you could probably deepen everything up with some of the darker colors and certainly wear it into night as well. Just trying to blend those together. We don't want anything too sharp. All right, now we need some shimmer. There's a lot of shimmer choices. Having 5 shimmers and 4 mattes is kind of, I'd almost have it be vice versa. I'd have a few more mattes and a couple less shimmers, but I do like some shimmer. I think I'm going to use these top 2. So I'm going to start out with Say No More and go from there. For the first one, I want to try it out with a brush, see what we think, and then maybe on the other side I'll use a finger to see which application method I think is going to work better. Very pretty. So I'm just going to put this right on the eyelid, kind of blending it in to those other colors. So it is applying with a brush. I have a feeling that it's going to go on better with a finger, but I think we're going to put that other shimmer right on top. So we'll try that one with a finger. All right, so let's go in with I'm Busy, and I'm just going to swirl a little bit onto my finger. You can see it's kind of shimmery and coppery. Very pretty. Right there to give us that like iridescent look. Definitely very pretty shimmers. I'm liking that in this palette. Sometimes it's so hard in palettes to get shimmers to pop. And I like me some shimmer. I wear shimmer almost every day. You're never, ever too old for shimmer. Don't let someone tell you you're ever too old for shimmer. Okay, now I'm going to blend a little bit of Her and Go To, and I'm going to put that on the under eyes before I do my lashes and liner, just to pull a little bit of color down. Blending them together will give us a nice different color, hopefully. Looks a little crazy now, I promise, but once we get, you know, some mascara on and some eyeliner, we'll absolutely pull it together. All right, for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and do liner, lashes, and mascara off camera, and I will be right back to see what we think. All right, so here we are with the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. Have you tried the palette? Are you thinking about going and getting it? I think my overall take is, if I had to choose, is it worth the $12? Yes, I think it's worth the $12. The pigments went on really well. I was able to blend them together very well. The only thing I would have liked to seen a little differently is maybe some softer matte shades so that we can transition them better. Maybe not have so stark of a look, but I do like it. It's great. You could wear it into fall since it has some of the like orangey kind of undertones. It could almost be worn any season of the year. So overall, I think it's a winner. No major complaints, not tons of fallout, wasn't a complete disaster. It definitely was pigmented. All right, beauties, that is it for today. I'm actually going to roll straight into filming an Ipsy video. I have 6 months of Ipsys to unbox, so I'm going to do a massive unboxing, and stay tuned. I think it's going to be a giveaway. I'm going to give away every single thing in those bags. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, this would be a really, really good time to do that if you want to enter this giveaway. Should be upcoming, I think, the week after or 2 weeks after this one is published. I'm not exactly sure of the timeline, but I don't want you guys to miss that. Thank you. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.